My neighbor had a full meltdown after I posted a no trespassing sign and removed his ladder from my property. I've now had some issues with neighbors on all three sides of my property, storing and dumping stuff on my property. I've handled two of them. One was super nice about it, the other is a complete jerk, but they're off my property. My neighbor has rented the house next door for 10 years, and I purchased my home 8 months ago. The renter is constantly deploying a ladder coming off the shed into my yard. There is no reason to keep a deployed ladder on my property to access his shed roof. It's liability and a hazard. Meanwhile, he has complained about me cleaning up my property while dumping yard debris onto it. He complains about my dog and keeps coming near the fence. Just keeps coming onto my yard for no reason. Friday morning I came off a rough shift at work and the ladder was in my yard again. I took it down and put up a no trespassing sign. Saturday morning at about 7:30 the renter is tearing up my flower bed and throwing the plants and pavers over the fence. He stops when I ask him to and curses me out. I get some coffee, take the dog on a walk, take photos of the damage. I sat down around 9 to message his landlord when the renter starts setting off fireworks. I reported it to the landlord and went about my day. The advice from my boyfriend, who is out of state, was to wait for the landlord. My brother advised me to go to the police. At 2 p.m. I hadn't heard back from the landlord and considered filing a non-emergency report, but found out would need to wait until Monday to do so. At 3:30 the landlord messages me that he will talk to his tenant and he would be checking in with me when he got off work. 4 p.m. I'm outside playing with my dog when the neighbor starts cursing at me because I reported him to his landlord. He sets off more fireworks and pulled his car to where he had torn up the flower bed and blasting music. I have to admit, it was like watching a train wreck. I couldn't look away from it. He was going from one bizarre activity to the next in pretty rapid succession. I did not engage, FaceTimed my boyfriend to show him, took a video and reported everything in real time to the landlord via text and photos. I figured the best thing would be to get out of there. I was getting a bit scared at this point. I went 2 doors down to a neighbor's house. He's retired and lives with aging parents. He is friendly with this renter, said it was out of character, and figured there might be something deeper to go nuts like this, and checked in on him about 30 minutes later while I waited with his parents at his house. When he came back, he let me know that he was still there blasting music in his car, but appeared calm. I asked if calling the police would escalate or defuse the situation, and he thought it may amplify it, and I should continue checking in with his landlord. I hung out with my dog, the neighbor, and his aging parents for about an hour and a half more. They're fun neighbors, and we had a good time chatting, and they put my mind at ease. At about 7:30 p.m. my neighbor walked me home, stayed for a bit to just make sure the renter was gone, and did not come back. The landlord has not contacted me back after his tenants blow up, and I will follow up with the police tomorrow morning. It has been a very, very weird day.